Hello guys, greetings from sunny Egypt. I'm on vacation in Sharm el Sheikh. I apologize for my wet hair, but I have just returned from the beach and I'm on a family vacation. So being on vacation with a child, it's not that easy to find time and to find the good lighting to film the video. Anyway, I wanted to film this video really quickly for you, and I wanted to cover a very important topic since I have heard this question so many times recently from our clients. So I really wanted to discuss it with you. To be honest, within the last few years, I have heard it several times from our clients that how come this wonderful lady you have introduced me to really wants to date me? Like, how come she really wants to go out with me on a second date? Of course, sometimes our clients whom we have introduced to wonderful ladies from our database, after they went on first dates, second dates, third dates, they grow the crown, as we joke in our office, and they start thinking that their success has nothing to do with our job and everything to do with these guys. I can honestly tell you that all our clients are fantastic and they are kind. Usually they are accomplished, which means they have great educations. We have many clients in our base who have MBA, PhDs, successful businesses, and usually they are well-traveled, open-minded. And many clients with whom I'm working, especially clients from Western Europe, they speak several foreign languages. So you can't really say that our clients are losers who can't get a woman unless they hire a matchmaker. It is not so. But for my clients, dating was not a priority. Usually gentlemen in their 40s or 50s who reach out to us, they have been through a divorce, they have been married before, and of course during the time of their marriage the dating scene has changed drastically. So what has worked for them when they were in their 20s 20 years ago is not working now when they are in their 40s or in their 50s, and the time is different. And my clients who are in their late 20s, early 30s, usually they didn't have enough time, or to be honest, they were not willing to invest that much time and effort into building a serious relationship because they had other priorities, like getting an education, building a career, or maybe building a business, traveling the world. So also, like, this dating muscle, as we sometimes call it, like flirting skills, they were not working on building up those flirting skills. So of course professional help of the professional matchmaker can be a drastic change. It can make the dating process way more efficient and less time consuming and stressful. So when gentlemen ask us, like, how come this wonderful lady is willing to date me, or how come like 4 wonderful ladies after first dates want to go on second dates with me, what is the secret? Am I so cool and I didn't know about that? Usually it is 80% the amount of work that the matchmaking team has conducted, because pretty often to set a client on one date we end up interviewing about 20-25 candidates. For example, to schedule 5 dates for a gentleman, it can be more than 100 of candidates, 150 sometimes. And of course, those ladies whom we have pre-selected and with whom our clients are going out, those ladies, they have showed interest in the gentleman. They have reacted positively to his photo, and they share his values, they share his interest, they share his understanding about money, about relationship, about family and gender roles, about family life, about romance, about dating, about vacation time, etc. So instead of going through 40-50 dates with 40-50 people, himself, our client, is going on dates with the cream, with those candidates who can actually choose him back, because we do all the dirty work ourselves. We hear all the denials, all no's, because trust me, with some clients, especially if the age gap is involved, we are working now with several gentlemen in their 60s, and they are what you would call a whole package. They look really good for their age. I would say that they are rather well off, they are well traveled, tall, they have interesting professions, and these gentlemen, they want to date ladies in their 40s, so we are talking about an age gap of 15 to 20 years. And I would say that out from 100 interviews that we have conducted for one client, we have heard about 80-85 no's from ladies. So 80-85 ladies out of 100, they were not open to go out with this gentleman. So now imagine that this gentleman himself has decided to find the lady who is 15-20 years younger. So basically, if he is lucky and on the dating site he managed to talk and build a certain level of attraction with 100 ladies, maybe 85 ladies before the first date or after the first date would say no. So the trick is to make sure the client is meeting those ladies who can potentially say yes to them, who might be really interested in him, who might find him attractive and interesting. We have been once working with a gentleman from the United States. He is an Indian man, but he lives in the United States almost his whole life. He went there to high school, then to college, to university, and he's quite successful. He works in IT and lives in San Francisco. The gentleman was in his early 30s when we have started working with him, and with him it was quite tricky because he was not very tall and he was very skinny, and he was so adamant about the idea to date someone super glamorous. And usually glamorous girls, they want to date someone who is traditionally handsome, and this gentleman, you can't tell that he is traditionally handsome. You can tell that he is smart, you can tell that he is sweet, you can tell that he is really hardworking, he is really successful professionally, he is very good in history and in foreign languages, he speaks several foreign languages, but he is not super handsome. And for glamorous girls, being super handsome is more important than his knowledge in history, etc. So the task was really tricky, and with that guy, I think he was a record breaker, because usually we have interviewed about 40 candidates to approve one date, and usually out of these 40 candidates we heard about 30-35 no's. And when we have actually managed to introduce this gentleman, to set him on dates with 4 ladies, and he got all the second dates, he told us later that, oh wow, like working with me must be so easy, like all ladies want to date me. And how come you tell that matchmaking is complicated? See, Svetlana, and you have tried to warn me that it would be tricky, because guys usually don't see all the background work that we have conducted. I'm not even speaking right now about the amount of work to pre-select ladies into our database, to build the brand, to attract high-quality candidates, to earn their trust, to build a certain trust level that ladies trust us with their search, they trust our judgment. And when we tell the lady that, for example, okay, he's not super glamorously handsome, but he has all these qualities, and please give him the chance, and our psychologist is drinking tea with her for 2 hours to convince her to give it a chance, to give it a try, to go out with the guy. And then gentlemen tell us that, oh, it must be so easy. Of course, why I'm telling that 80% depends on us, because I'm talking right now about the first date only, and 20% still depends on the guy, because we can't control what he will do on the date. Of course, we can give all the dating tips and advice, but a lot depends on his attitude, on his level of stress during the date, and of course, if he is really good at following our directions. Later on, when the lady will get to know him, and if our strategy works well, and usually it works well in 85 to 90% cases, then the lady will get to know him, and she will like the qualities which we believed she would like about this guy, and they build up a relationship, they find more things they like about each other, and everything works well for them. So guys, to return to our question, why such a fantastic lady has showed interest in me? Because we have conducted lots of interviews, we have talked to lots of people, we have faced so many no's, and we have faced so many never, like Svetlana, Alessia, whom you are suggesting to me. So make sure our client is meeting the cream, and only those candidates who can say yes to him, and of course who match his criteria. We are working to build couples truly. We're set our clients on dates, and we hope that these dates will lead to a relationship. Of course, we are not magicians. We can't make a gentleman 20 years younger, 10 centimeters taller, skinnier. We can't build up muscles. We can help him be more flirty. We can help him adjust his dating strategy. Of course, only if he listens to our advice. Guys, I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you like the beautiful view behind me. The sun is shining brightly. It's not very convenient to film it, but I really wanted to share a piece of Egypt with you. Svetlana Mucha for Diolli.com, with love.